Hello, everyone, and welcome to the July 1st Speaker Co-working. I'm Angela Lewis, Head of Customer Success. Really excited that you all joined us today. We have some lifetime members, our speaker scholar, current users, and a guest today. So really excited to dive into it. As always, we talk about wins first. So does anyone have any wins they like to share?
Well, mine would be that on Thursday, I have that event for NAMI that I've been telling you about almost every single day. And on a slightly different note, a win is that later today, I'll be taking a tour of an apartment because I'm planning on moving out, as well as I just want to be around a different kind of energy and atmosphere. Like, have you ever noticed when you're around certain people, you feel like more uplifted? I have a feeling that just
Yes,
being on that
100%.
tour, seeing the inside of this huge, expensive building is going to help inspire me.
Yes, we definitely, environment matters. Physical environment, the environment, your social environment, everything impacts us. So being intentional about our environment is a big deal. Well, congratulations. We know we can't wait to hear all about this NAMI event. We know you're going to knock it out of the park and do excellent. And so very excited. Please keep us posted about that. We are sharing wins. Camille, you snuck in the room. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
I did. Are you ready for mine?
Yes, yes, we are
Hi,
always
everybody.
ready for the win.
Sorry I'm late. I was busy, connecting things and getting things done. I had my first podcast. I booked my first podcast last night, coming out of this process, and it came out of, I shared before, when I joined, I was just following the 5-day challenge and sending out connections to podcast hosts, etc. I didn't know what I was going to get out of it. And it took a while to set up the meetings and have the conversations with the podcast hosts. So this was my first meeting from those original outreaches a couple of weeks ago. So it feels good, and I'm seeing the momentum from that and just the effort starting to pay off.
Wonderful. That's awesome, Camille. Remember to follow up with the other ones because we know the second, third, and fourth pitches are really, really important. Also, when is your interview?
It's going to be August 6th, I believe. It's going to
Okay,
be the recording time.
about a month from now. And have you done many podcast interviews in the past?
I have. I
Okay,
have. hmm
awesome.
And I told her that I said, because I was talking about just getting over your concerns and fears and worries and making the effort. So this was my first one where I was reaching out. All the other ones that I've done, someone reached out to me. And it resonated with her as well that, yeah, sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there and see what
Yeah,
happens.
yes.
I did that with her. She was my first outreach actually. And it's coming together really nicely. We clicked in our prep call, and so it just feels good. I'm feeling good.
It is definitely different when you're doing the outreach because you open yourself up to potential rejection.
Mm,
Typically, with emails, people won't respond, so you don't feel it. But sometimes they're like, "No, you're not a good fit," or "No, we don't want you," and then you just have to deal with it. But the more you do it, the more you deal with it, you don't even worry about it because you get the yeses, and you know the yeses will come in spite of the nos.
every no gets me closer to the next yes.
Exactly. Exactly. We have EJ McDowell, AJ, and Jadika who just joined us. We're going over wins, EJ. I think this may be your first time, so we're going over wins here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Oh no, EJ, you've been here plenty of times. You're not new. I see your face. Oh no, you're a pro. Any wins from anyone else?
2 podcasts this week. I'm looking at my calendar and reminding myself, yay.
Congrats, Bonnie. Congrats, congrats. That's a very big deal. Bonnie, there were some, I remember you telling us about some senior living facilities or some healthcare facilities. How did that go? Did you have meetings or?
Yeah, that's coming along. So I have in August a couple of in-person events that I'm doing in Connecticut for that world. And I got a call back that I need to follow up on from someone local and a list this long of more local stuff that I really need to hit today. I'm back to that because, yeah, it's a huge need. My thing is anxiety and stress management. It's a huge thing, a huge need in the senior living world. People who are moving into independent and assisted living deal with such enormous transitions and stress. So that's really what I'm working on. And I've been down and dirty working on writing a source book for seniors and doing some other background work. So now I'm going to put some more pitches out there. So yeah, it's happening, and it's wonderful to be able to help people in that way. And I'm just old enough at 63 to be taken seriously.
Thank you, Bonnie. There's no way I ever thought you were 63. I had no idea. No, thank you. Thank you. Yes, clearly you stay active. We see you always standing and walking. Well, congrats on all of your podcast interviews. Joe, welcome. Welcome back. EJ, welcome back. We are sharing wins.
I'm sorry, say that again.
We're sharing wins. Does anyone have any wins? Anyone else have wins? AJ, welcome. Nice plant.
I got 2 wins.
Okay, EJ, we're here for it.
Yeah, I got so excited the other day when everything is coming together. So I got so excited. So I invited 2 of my friends to join Speaker Hub. So that's my win. So I got
That
my
is
25
fun.
and they got their 25. But I didn't do
Oh,
it for that.
perfect.
They're professionals. So I just wanted to share this audience with them. Yeah, that's my
So
win.
you use your referral code. For
I
those
did
of you
twice.
used it
Yeah.
twice, awesome. For those of you who don't know, we have a referral code inside your Speaker Hub Pro account, which you can refer friends and you'll get 25 additional pitches, and they will get 25 as well. For every person you send, there's no limit on the number of referrals that you can send.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
EJ. You're welcome. We'll use them. Don't save them up. Use those pitches. Let's get
I'm
you
gonna
booked.
use
Don't save them.
I'm gonna plan that out. I'm gonna plan out my well, I call them pitches. I'm very comfortable calling them
Connections.
pitches because of the baseball greats. But planning my
The
connect
connections.
next week. So I'm gonna make a plan and make it happen.
Okay. It's Tuesday. You know we nudge you over here. You can
Well, you
send
can
them. You can send some this week, EJ.
Plan of action. Yeah, but I gotta have
Okay.
it, my head's gotta be organized.
I understand. Organization's important.
Yeah.
And if you come back tomorrow, I'm gonna ask.
Good,
So-
thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing. We really, really appreciate it. Oh, Ron said she referred a couple people already joined. Awesome. Thank you. Any other wins before we meet our new people? Valencia, let's go for us.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, I know I had a win. What was my win? So I was on a summit on YouTube and LinkedIn a couple of days ago, and it went well. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties with the internet for some reason that I never really have. However, because I was on that summit, I had a lot of people go into my offer and get my offer. So I'm like really feeling great about that.
Valencia, now you know, congrats. And now you know, we want to know what your offer was. What was the offer? How did you set it up? Teach some people here. Let us know what you did.
Okay, well, my offer, so my main thing is my community right now, my community with the academy in it. So I offered them entrance into my academy, right? And so people just like took me up. People from Panama, people from different, all over the world, they took me up on it. So that was my offer.
For those who don't know, Valencia's in Rwanda. Will you also talk about, so did they have to pay? What's the customer journey?
So because I didn't plan it through, but because my group is a paid group, but I've had a coach tell me, well, offer them something for free. So I offered it to them for free. Well, it was good because they still have to go through and fill out the survey. I do have a survey, which I got, from being a part of Speaker Hub, and I got they're on my email list. So it's still good. It's still great.
Very, very good.
And
Very
more people
great.
are in the community, so that looks good too.
Exactly. And they already know you. And where do you host your community?
My community is it's on a separate platform, so it's not on social media whatsoever. It's a standalone platform.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yes.
Thank you, Valencia. Bonnie said, did you
Thank
make a
you.
lifetime offer? Bonnie said, did
Yes,
you
it
make
was a
a
lifetime offer.
Did I make
be
a,
a part
but I was wondering if you made a limited time offer, because I've been
limited?
advised
Oh, I said
before
lifetime.
to do like a
No, but
free
that's a good
30 days.
that would have been a great idea. So see, I didn't plan it through, and I just instantly said, "Hey, this is what I'm going to offer you guys." But it's still
Yeah.
all good. It's
all
all
good.
It is. Yeah,
Oh,
it
Yeah,
just
but
keeps getting better. Like all these ideas are you can implement the next time you're going to go on more summits, you'll go on more podcasts, you have more opportunities to speak. So your first offer definitely won't be the last.
and I think I will, Bonnie. Thank you so much for saying that. Because I think I would. What did you call that? A limited time? What did you call it
Um,
just now?
Limited, it's just a, my business coach has advised, and I'm trying to get a membership started myself, to give a free gift of 30 days in a membership.
I can
Since
do
I was
that.
wondering if you did something like that, but what you did rocked. So whoop, whoop.
I
Way to
will
go.
do it. And I think I'll continue to do this on the podcast too. So
Yeah.
that time limit thing is good. Thank you for that, Bonnie.
Wonderful. All right. Congrats, Valencia. Any other wins? I think Lawrence's hand was up at some point, but I missed it. Any other
Yes.
wins?
I
Lawrence,
have
okay.
raised
You
my
have another
hand
win.
about I raised my hand about what time the connects go out, because my plan bills on the 31st of every month. So would this count as the 31st day? That might be a bit more of like a technical question, but it really just comes down to when I'd be able to send emails out again.
Oh, this isn't a win. Okay. I'm
This
sorry.
isn't a
I had
win.
to
This is
shift
more of
gears.
like a technical
Do
thing.
me do me a favor. Shoot me an email with that question. Angela@speakerhub.com. I can't answer that without looking at your account. Also, you can email support@speakerhub.com. Actually, support is better because
Okay.
I'm here right now and our support person is looking at the support emails. So
Okay.
go ahead and email support@speakerhub.com. If you don't get a response, email me. Actually, CC me on it.
Okay.
And then I'll double check after the call.
Okay, perfect.
I got
I'll email that tomorrow if it doesn't go through today, because it could be running on
Okay.
like a 30-day cycle.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not. I wouldn't know without looking at your account. But yeah, if it doesn't come through, let me know and I'll look into it for you. All right, Kevin Hempstead, welcome. Okay. We've gone over the wins. If there are no more wins, we have a new person, Crystal, who has joined us. Crystal, you've had some time, almost 20 minutes. We would love to hear where you're calling in from. And you switched your hair and everything. Okay. So, that's not how you looked 5 minutes ago.
I didn't realize it was live, real time. I thought maybe it was a recording that I would be listening to. So
We are live here every day, Monday through
Okay.
Friday at 12 Eastern. And so let us know your name, where you're logging in from, and your speaking topic.
Okay, so my name is Crystal Baker and I live in London, and I have recently started to lean into speaking, and what I've been speaking about so far is it's called What's Not Knowing Has to Do with Finding Out. And that is essentially, I used to work in a corporate space for 17 years. I worked in property, and I started a beverage business completely from scratch, no food and beverage experience, after I had my daughter. And your body just changes everything, your health and your wellness. And I did a few speaking engagements just talking about the entrepreneur's journey. And I've had a number of people ask me, do I do any additional speaking about how to get started if somebody's in a 9-to-5 corporate role and they're wanting to lean into entrepreneurship and just kind of getting started, and how you navigate around the 9-to-5. when you're not in a position to just step straight into your business venture. So that's what I want to talk more about and see how I can get more opportunities on that.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, we are so happy you're here. Leroy is actually in London as well.
Ah,
So we have people from all over the world attending.
amazing.
Crystal, how did you find out about us?
Just Googling speaker opportunities, and you guys came up in the top, and I had a look, and then I joined.
Wonderful. Well, we're
did
so
that
happy
this
you're
morning.
here.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you did that this morning and
This
then
morning.
hopped
Yep.
on this evening.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, you are after it. Okay. Well, we're super happy that you're here.
Thank
Are-
you.
Are you familiar at all with what we do and how we do it?
Not really, no. I've done some, I had a look on your website, but I just thought let me join today and see what everything is all about.
Okay, perfect. So who we have on the call today we have people who are lifetime members.
Mhm.
Some people like Kevin Hempstead, who's been with us for a very long time, at least 5 years, and has evolved with us. Speaker Hub. We acquired Speaker Hub about a year ago, last June. And prior to that, we had a company called PitchDB, which was just the database, which was a
Okay.
database of contacts. So over here, we believe that proactively reaching out for opportunities is critical. In addition, making sure that you're set up well online so that people can find you and that you're attractive to potentials, people who are looking for speakers. So
Yes.
both are really important to us. So people who want to get paid to speak and people who want to speak to get paid to grow their businesses. Feel free to ask any questions to anyone here on the call, and I'll give you an overview of how our system works.
Perfect.
Any questions before I dive into it? Everyone here uses our system and has seen it, but since you haven't, I want to make sure you get to see it.
I suppose what I'd most like to ask, I guess this is sort of from a location perspective. I have listened to a few other podcasts and other platforms in terms of how to find speaking opportunities, and whether it be on stage or the podcasting route. And most of it is American, US based. And so a lot of the information and the contact points tend to be over on your side, and less so on my side. And what I've noticed is on you guys' side, there's a lot more paying to speak. So being paid to speak, whereas some of the opportunities in the UK, they're perhaps maybe wanting you to speak for free to be able to gain their list of people that have come to listen to you speak. Or at times, some of the bigger events, they might want you to pay to speak, and then exchange, then they wanting to give you the contact information of the people that joined that session to listen to you speak. And for people that are being paid, they seem to maybe have like a bigger platform. So maybe they've been on a few TV programs or they've been on a show. And so obviously that you can see why they would have pull for an audience to command pay. But I think because I'm in my early stages, I've maybe done about 4 or 5 podcasts about my business, the food and beverage side of it. And I've done about 4 or 5 speaking engagements across a combination of food and beverage and the what's not knowing piece. So is the information that you're sharing, do you think it's sort of across the board?
We believe in all of it. We're here
Okay.
for all of it, Crystal. We
Okay.
believe that. So at Speaker Hub, we've paid to be on a stage, to get in front of an
Mhm.
audience that we wanted to be in front of.
Yes.
We believe that there's value in paying for that visibility if you're with your target market. We also believe that speaking for free, especially in front of the right audience, gives you the opportunity to then sell from stage, whether you,
Yes.
if you have books or your consulting services.
Mhm.
And then we also believe that you can get paid to speak. And we
Yes.
believe that all of it is valuable. It's just as valuable. One
Okay.
isn't higher than the other.
Yes.
And then, so we have people here who've done it all.
Okay. Okay.
So you're in the right place.
Okay, I've done the two where I've paid a fee, not a nominal fee, but that was a big event. And there was a few others where I've just sort of done it for exposure, which is where I was sort of getting people asking me, do I do anything else? And I haven't had a service to offer them. I have some ideas as to what I want to offer them, but it's just kind of putting it into practice and having it more openly known about, so that I have traction and can really lean into that. Yes.
Crystal, one of the things, and our other people here as well can chime in on this. One of the things that's really important, like Valencia talked about earlier, is having a lead magnet. If you're speaking for free, you're coming out of there with something, and that's something people's contact information, as well as a way for people to come into your world. And so if you're speaking for free and if you're paying, like there's an offer on the backside. So we don't believe in speaking for free for fun.
Yes,
That's not,
precisely.
no, you speak for free with the intention of building relationships, of course, but also getting contact information so you can follow up on those leads.
Perfect. Yeah, I've done one where I've paid, and then I've done maybe 3 where I've done it for free, but I've been doing that to sort of put a reel together. So I've got enough content now that I'm putting a reel together. So as I put that up, I just want to try and have everything in order to make it all make sense now. So that's sort of the stage that I'm now at.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. For anyone else on the call who spoke for free, Valencia talked about her experience. Will you talk about your experience and the lead magnet that you've used? And then I'm going to pull up Pro for Crystal. That Ron says in the chat, my lead magnet at podcast now is giving away a 15-minute strategy call.
Yeah.
Khalil Shakil, how are you? Welcome. I know you were at the summit hanging out with us a few weekends ago. All right. Can y'all see my screen? All right. So
Yes.
Crystal, this is our platform where you can pitch, where you proactively reach out.
Okay.
Let's add your information here so I can show you how it works. Okay. Crystal, what's your last name?
Baker.
Baker. You did say that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then what's the name of your business?
Luxwells, LUXWELLS.
Oh, one word.
Yep.
Okay. And then you're located in United Kingdom. And then how do you help? So who do you work with?
In the speaking aspect, I'd say 9-to-5ers wanting to get into entrepreneurship, or 9-to-5ers wanting to start their own business.
So I'll put full-time employees because I don't know how to spell 9-to-5er. I help full-time employees. What do you help them do?
I'd say I help them with the mindset of actually getting going when they've got an idea but they're afraid to get started, and showing them how to make time to put into that. Because I suppose sometimes people will say they don't have enough time if they've got a 9-to-5, and so it's just showing them where they can find time in their day to do a bit each day, and to accumulate a reasonable time each week to be focusing on building that whilst they still have a 9-to-5 if they're not yet ready to leave.
And then so you help full-time employees find the time to start a business. Why? And what's the outcome that they're getting? But start a business to do what? Like what's the transformation that occurs for them?
To be able to start the business and leave the 9-to-5, or start the business and leave their full-time employment.
And then how does that help them?
Then they're able to replace their full-time income through their business.
What are they seeking? Is it freedom? Is it owning their life? Like, what's the
owning their
transformation
life.
that? Okay.
Yeah, owning their life and freedom from the full-time work, but having to work for somebody else if that's not what they want to do. And then I suppose as well, freedom to spend more time with their family, especially if you've got children. It's yeah.
Okay. You see where we're kind of going with that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then your LinkedIn.
So it's my name. Oh, did I add it already?
No, that was right. Is it
So
is
it'll
it just
be mine,
Crystal
Crystal Baker. Yes.
all together?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you have a website?
For my drinks business, I do. I don't have one for the speaking yet. Should I give you the drinks one?
Oh no, it's not a problem.
I can.
Well, we're gonna create a bio for you. That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that it's in alignment with what you have.
No problem.
Okay. So we're gonna regenerate the bio. So this is our software. In a few seconds, we're gonna create a bio for you. And then I'm gonna show you how easy it is to pitch. So let me know if this looks accurate.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Wonderful. All right. So we got you're welcome. We got the check on that. So we're big believers in the podcast. We talk about the speaker flywheel, and it is podcasts, media, associations, conferences, corporations, all of these different places where you can pitch to help you grow your business and your speaking. In addition, you have your speaker page, which we'll get into in a second, which allows people to find you and see your online presence. So let's say we want to look for podcasts and entrepreneurship. We're big believers in podcasts over here. That podcast interviews are a great way to connect. So real and raw. Let's go with that one. Entrepreneurship, we would say the two of us, then click connect. And then our system automatically writes an email for you based on your bio that we just generated and the description of the podcast. So each email is customized.
Oh, perfect. Yes, because I've been writing things manually myself.
Yes, we try to make it simple for everyone.
Thank you.
So does this look accurate?
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
And then you can come in and edit and make any changes that you like to the emails. And then it's really that simple. You would just click send email and the email will be sent to this podcast host. All right. So that's the foundations of our Speaker Hub Pro. What we also have is a speaker page.
Yes.
Any questions about what you just saw?
No, it looks really good and it looks quick and it looks efficient as well, because I would be writing each one individually specific and saying, I listened to this podcast episode that you did and this part resonated with me and you might be interested in this because of, so, and that takes time. So yeah, that looks great. Yes.
Would any of our users like to talk about your experience with using the outreach part, the Speaker Hub Pro that we just discussed? Frida, Bonnie, Kevin.
Yeah, I can say something about that. What I like especially about that is how much time it saves me. And I can go there and research usually takes a lot of time to find what organization matches with me and my message. But like you saw what Angela did, you just go there, click, 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 finish your bio, and then, or you can even change it according to whatever message you're working on. Click, click, and you have all these organizations, and you can do a podcast, you can do conferences, you can do whatever it is you want, and you get all this. And then again, with another, just click, you get the email, send, connect, and then make a follow-up. You can do follow-ups maybe after a week. And I've gotten responses from people telling, which means the system is working. So I'm going to start doing my follow-up next week. So what I'm loving is the simplicity and the efficiency. And then I also use it as my website. So I send it to people and I tell them, okay, I've launched my speaking business. Go here and get all the information you need. And I've also used it to collect testimonials. That is the other thing I'm loving about it.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Frida. Dr. Pettis.
Hi, yes, it's clearly easy to use, but the other thing that I think is really amazing, and it sounds like it's something that you might share, is I am, a public speaker around disability, but I'm also a chaplain. So I can have multiple brands. I'm not sure exactly the right terminology, but I can have two different go ahead.
I want to say personalities, but that's not the word that I'm looking for. It's not multiple personalities. Profiles. Multiple profiles.
But yeah, profile. Yes. So I can have multiple profiles, one as a disability speaker and inclusion, influencer, and then I can have one specifically for chaplain. So when I send out my leads and communication, I guess is what we're calling it now, I can do that as a chaplain, or I can do that as a disability, speaker. So I don't have to worry about the confusion about multiple areas of expertise. So I don't know if that's something that would assist you, but I think it's just pretty cool that, those different profiles will allow me to have the appropriate conversation with different audiences.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yvette. And so we're moving to, Crystal's still here. Okay. Things shift around. People shift around. We're moving to a new platform, Crystal, where you'll be able to sell products and services. We have users who have been using it and putting their profiles up, and they'll be able to sell ebooks. They'll be able to sell their online courses as a course creator. So it's really incredible platform that we've moved to, so that people can have products that they're selling when they're out speaking. Joe, see your hand is up. Hi, Joe. Oh, we can't hear you.
How about now? You good? All right. So I just signed up a couple weeks ago, and I'm all set with my pro side profile. But as far as the other profile that's got to get set up, I've been having difficulties. I reached out to customer support. Someone emailed me back, but then I didn't hear back from them after that. I forgot who it is. I can look it up.
Okay.
But I'm not able to sign in. I put forget password, and it doesn't even send me a link.
Okay, let me look into that. And find out what's going on. And
Yes, I'd love to get.
did you check your spam? We've had things go to spam.
I checked my spam. I checked everything, and I don't see it.
So you were able to log in to the pro side, but you're not able to log in to. Did you
My pro side is set up. The other side. What's the other one called again?
SpeakerHub.co. Yes.
That side is where the profile is. I can't get into that.
Joe, will you pull it up real quick while we're here? So I can see.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now, just so I can see.
What do you want me to go to? What website do you want me to go to?
SpeakerHub.co.
SpeakerHub. What?
Oh, CO.
.co.
When did you sign up? I'm sorry, I don't have it right in front of me. I would have to research. But
I don't know exactly when I signed up, but
okay.
I signed up a few weeks ago.
Okay. Share your screen, pull that up, and I'll get this figured out for you.
So
Artist, welcome, welcome. I didn't see you there. Khalil, were you about to say something? No?
But we're all right. So you know what? When I go to Co, it's a little different. Hold on one second.
It
Maybe that's why, because I was going to .com. Maybe that's why I was having the difficulties.
Well, we're in transition. So,
Okay.
so Joe, so during this time, there is a bit of change happening for the best. Incredible change. Okay, perfect. Yep, this is where we want you to be.
Okay. So that maybe that was what the difficulty was. So
Mhm.
where's my profile then? Because that was on speakup.com. I created that.
It's two different platforms. However, there are two different platforms. So Speaker Hub Pro is the intention of that software is for you to be able to reach out to those various conferences, associations, media, and podcasts. That's where you pitch proactively. What you're building here is similar to a LinkedIn profile. It's going to look very different. It's where you're going to put. Will you continue through this process?
Sure,
So if
absolutely.
we can do this real time.
Okay.
So here, you can put, this can be edited. So you can literally copy and.
Yeah, I could do all this. I just wanted to know how to get to it. That's kind of where I was at. So this is what I was looking for.
Yes,
so I had to go to Co instead of .com. That's where my hiccup was.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You could take time with other people. This is easy. I could do all this.
Well, but this is Crystal's first time. So, and someone may view this after and it's their first time. So we could absolutely walk through this. If you just want to put something simple in your bio, put your business name. This is actually exactly what we should be doing right now.
Okay. So something simple. Do you just want me to put my company name here?
Just put what you do, like how your business helps. Perfect. So Crystal, what you saw before was the proactive outreach side where you're looking to build connections.
Okay.
What Joe is building now and what everyone on the call has is a speaker profile. This is where you will put the videos, is where you put your courses, your ebooks. We're going to have a community built in to this side, and it's launching really soon. Our target date is July 4th. Okay. To get this all launched. But there's over 60,000 people who have Speaker Hub profiles, which is how you found us on Google, because our SEO is so strong.
Yes.
Because of all the people with profiles. So
perfect.
When here, people, let's say you go to that event again and you decide to speak for free again, it's going to be a great opportunity. And you have a course that's built. You can say, everyone, go to speakerhub.com/Crystal Baker and get my course on how to leave your 9-to-5 to get freedom in your life. The beautiful thing about our new course builder is AI helps you write the outline. So it aids you in it. You don't have to think of everything from scratch. We try to remove all of the barriers.
Yeah, that has been a big barrier for me.
So yeah, that's perfect for now.
That's why I don't want to take up too much time.
Perfect. No worries. No worries. This is why we're here.
This is man.
Joe, where are you located?
Come on, you can't tell from the accent?
You're in New York. You're in New York.
Absolutely. I can't hide it if I try.
New Yorker. They're very distinct. Which borough? Which borough? Let's get more specific.
I was born in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, okay. I was gonna say the Bronx.
I live in Long Island now.
Okay.
I was born in Brooklyn.
Joe, every time you speak, I smile, Joe. I'm from Boston and I've been in Colorado for 30 years.
You can't hide yours either, huh?
I can make it completely go away, come and go anytime.
Oh,
but it's
can
really
you, huh? All right, good. Well, I can't do that. Maybe I gotta leave for a little bit like you did. I've been thinking about it.
There is something. Oh, the one Thomasina is in the room. I'm sorry, I did not greet you. Hello, the one Thomasina. I'm Angela Lewis, head of customer success. Welcome, welcome. Once Joe walks through this, we would love to hear from you, find out where you calling in from. Maybe you're in New York as well. But welcome.
Okay, okay.
All right. So then here on your profile, you're able to put the industry. You can type it in, or we have a drop down box.
Is there one for speaking or
For industry, the industry is more like,
what am I doing for industry? Am I doing like the industry that I speak to?
yes.
Ah. Okay. I don't know what's going on here, but I can't get to this side. It's not letting me erase this.
Not letting you delete?
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I'll just put one for now, so this way we could, for the sake of time, and I could come back and fix this anyway, now that I know how to. Which types of events are you interested in? Conference? Okay.
You see, one Thomasina is a New Yorker as well. I knew it. You were so excited. when you
Who's
saw
that?
One Thomasina. We're gonna hear from Thomasina in a
All right.
minute.
Let's go. NYC. Are you available to speak? Global.
You know, we love sports around here. We were rooting for the Knicks, but we were afraid y'all were gonna tear the city down had you went to the finals, considering the way y'all acted.
They break my heart every year, man. I've been going through it since the early 90s. So, and what's this? What am I doing here?
Okay.
Newsfeed.
Perfect. So this will be our new platform, so everyone will be able to talk and communicate about what you have going on and coming up.
Okay.
You click on your face in the top right corner, or your profile picture in the top right hand corner next to your name.
Up here?
Yes. And
Okay.
scroll down. So this is the new profile page.
There it is. This is what I was looking for, the speaking topics, expertise. Awesome. Yep.
Got you.
This is it.
Joe, you came to the right place. We'll take care of you. I got you.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, yeah. Okay, good, awesome.
Yeah.
And what, so this is gonna be where people reach out to me, the conferences or something? Is that what this is gonna be on this side?
Yes, great question. So we are creating some really amazing tools for event organizers. More to come on that. That's why we're pushing everyone to make sure that their profile is up to date with your speaking topics, with your signature programs, with your products,
Yeah,
because
I'm on the phone.
we want to make it easier for event organizers to find you. So Joe, event organizers come to our site every day. Oh my God, I got an email 2 days ago from an event organizer for an event that they have coming up, looking for speakers. So 2 things happen here, Crystal. And Joe. One,
Yep.
event organizers come here looking for you, but then 2, you're able to continue to put your social proof up here. So this is testimonials will go here, videos, pictures from your events. You know how all of us have social media, one platform or another, and then we post the pictures from our events. But then we also post our road trip and our dog and the kids. And like you post all of the things. This is the one place where only your speaking collateral goes. You don't have to compete with videos and all the other things. People will come here and see you purely as the professional speaker that you are, versus having to dig your social media to find your credibility.
Perfect. And just on the speaking title, I was Googling as well. Is it best to say that you're a public speaker, a guest speaker, or a keynote speaker?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked that. Really quick, Joe, I think we're good. I'm going to stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, absolutely. We're good. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anytime, Joe. Anytime. Crystal, we actually don't talk about saying that you're a speaker.
Okay.
we talk about whatever your expertise is, because
Okay.
most people aren't looking for speakers, are looking for experts in a particular topic.
Okay. Yes, that
And
makes
so,
sense.
so lead with the topic, and then use that as the lead opposed to speaker. Anyone else? AJ, I know you've done this a lot as well. Any other insight on there? Okay, let's AJ, your work with event organizers. AJ's done a lot of work with event organizers, and Crystal was asking, should I say keynote speaker? What type of, how should she brand herself as speaker or? We can't hear you, AJ. We can't hear you. No, we can't. Have to switch your mic.
Yes, I had to switch my mic. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna answer this, but then I'm gonna also plug the course on Speaker Hub, because Ron did tell me that we can start like people that if we have free courses, we can start having people review it. So anybody that wants to review my course, please give me let me know so I can give you access to review it. But in the course, I actually teach some of the things that event planners taught me. I was able to work with event planners from Krispy Kreme, Wells Fargo, Home Depot, Walmart, with the previous job I was at. And this is what they told me. So number one, don't call yourself a public speaker, because when they think of public speakers, they are thinking of people who hold public offices, and those people don't charge to get paid. I mean, they don't charge to speak. So if you think of your governors, your mayors, your like there are things saying that they cannot charge a certain amount to speak, if anything. So don't
Okay.
call yourself a public speaker. They actually told me don't call yourself a motivational speaker, because when they think of motivational speakers, they don't look at it from the lens that we look at it from as speakers. They're thinking, if I put your name on this program, is it going to motivate people to come to the event? So
Okay.
if I cannot put your name on here and it motivates people, you are not a motivational speaker.
Okay.
Okay. So either call yourself, they always told me call myself a professional speaker, or call myself, say what my title is, right? That's why people say like the number one, this or that. And you know what I'm saying? Like whatever your moniker is, call yourself that. And then even when it comes to keynotes and all of that, don't necessarily just put that you're a keynote speaker, because they may have other programs for you to do, because the average event planner isn't going to put you up as their keynote without hearing you and having people ask that you keynote. So
Yes.
like when you first start off, they'll put you in breakout sessions, and then they'll see how you score in your breakout sessions, and they'll see
Okay.
if people start asking for you to come back. So they
Okay.
have a process. So, but if anybody wants that information, I'm doing a whole, like my whole free first course is just teaching all the stuff that event, like the three major things event planners taught me about getting booked and getting their attention. So reach out to me on the platform, because then I can send it to you that way.
Okay.
And you'll be able to review it for me. So that'll help me out too.
No problem. Thank you.
AJ, yes, can you drop the link here, or how do we review?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's in, I mean, because it's in the new platform. So
How do people find you? Okay, we're gonna figure that out. Don't
okay,
worry.
yeah, let's figure that one out.
Or put your email. Can you put your email address in there so then people can
Yes.
reach out to you directly?
Yes,
And
they can.
then we'll give direction on that. Let's see. Ooh, 6 minutes. We've been rolling today. 6 more minutes. And the one Thomasina, please share where you're calling in from, where you're logging in from, and your speaking topic.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me, and thank you for welcoming me. I just found out not to call myself a public speaker. I don't know if I should call myself a transformational speaker, but my topic that I speak on is transformative communication. And so I use voice activated techniques to teach you how to create the life you so desire. and my target audience can be like coaches, speakers, consultants, or it could be corporate office. I am still tailoring that and working that out. I'm still niching down. I am calling from New York. I am in Westchester County. So I'm not in New York City. I'm in Westchester County, which is just as nice as New York City. Anything else? Oh, this is actually my first time. I've been getting emails from you guys for a while. And today it stood out, and I said, well, let me click on this email and see who this Vaughn is and what Speaker Hub is and what y'all talking about. And I looked and it was alive, and I was like, well, I'm a few minutes late. Let me just click on and see. And when I clicked on, Crystal was speaking. And I was like, wow, she seems to be, right where I'm at, but a little further. So let me listen. And then I think it's Frida. She started speaking, talking about this program. So it sounds very interesting. It sounds like a community for speakers, correct, right?
Yes, you are in the right place. We are part community, part business building. More business building, the community is just the support for it. And we're software. So we have over 4 million contacts in our database of podcast associations, conferences, corporate media that you can reach out to. The largest database of contacts and the largest platform of speakers in the world. So you are in the right place. We are happy to help you. Ron, who you get the emails from, was traveling, so he's not here today. Come back tomorrow. You have to meet Ron. Ron is incredible. He's our owner and spearheaded all of the acquisition of Speaker Hub. Ron is dynamic and has been a business owner for years. So he always shares business advice. Also, the speaker co-working site, all of our past recordings are there. So you can pop in. Let me pull that out for you. And this is for everyone.
So you meet every day around 12?
We're here every day for y'all. Every day at 12 Eastern, Monday through Friday. This Friday is 4th of July in the States. So I won't be here, but Ron will be. So if you go to Speaker Co-working and you click these 3 little lines on the right, you'll see that we are at day 185. We've been doing this every day since October 29th, 2024. So,
oh, wow.
Wow.
And there was one point where we were doing this 3 times a day. So customer support is critical for us. Like, we want to make sure y'all win. So we are here for you. 3 minutes until the top of the hour. Any burning questions for today? Say Ron asked about the old platform. I didn't show it on the screen. I didn't bring it up just because I don't want to confuse Crystal and Thomasina. And so if you know it exists, it's there. If you don't know it exists, don't worry about it. Those who know that it exists, you know that we are going to transfer all of the data. We have millions of points of data, from videos to photos to links that we're transferring. Our team is transferring to the new platform that you saw with Joe. So any questions? Yes, Yvette, you asked, can you email the design team? If you email me, our design team actually doesn't have an email address for their team. So if you send it to me, and then I will forward it on to our design team. Yvette is asking, we have QR codes, Crystal. I don't want to overwhelm you with all the functionality today.
Yes.
But for Crystal and Thomasina, when you're at an event, you can use the QR code that we automatically generate through our software to get those leads.
Okay.
And so Yvette is asking, can you change the picture that's in the center of the QR right now? It defaults to your profile picture. But yes, email me, Yvette, and then I will get that on to Maria. And Yvette is the part of our council. We have a new members council. So these are the exact type of feature requests that we'd love to hear.
I'm also a lifetime member.
Yes.
Because I will be needing this for life. The fact that I have a repository to share all of my ideas and to actually take live comments from live events and create courses on the fly and do that after or even during a podcast just makes me so much more effective. And I'm speaking to 70 to 90 high schoolers tomorrow and talking about, hey, now I got the job, what's next? So we'll definitely need to talk about, inclusion and equity and disability and all the fun stuff I get to speak with them about. But there's a team of us, Angela. And so rather than using my profile picture, I wanted to drop a logo in the center of the QR code so that they can get access to the presentation. So no pressure,
Awesome.
but I'd asked about this a little sooner and just wanted to know if there was
When
some
is it?
flexibility there.
When is the event?
Tomorrow at the airport in a hangar.
I know we won't be able to change it by tomorrow. It's a default setting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a default setting.
So,
And it's not like a switch that we could turn on and off, unfortunately. At this
I know
point,
that
it's
we're
not.
Yeah, I know the design team was asking if there's anything we would like to suggest. I'd love to be able to suggest that we have an option. The profile is the default, of course, but that we have an option, to upload maybe a different picture, something more relevant to the event, something that
Well, one thing you could do, Yvette, considering the time constraint, is to change your profile picture just for a day. So that.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, that's probably
a great
the
idea.
quickest workaround. Yep, just change it to that and then change it back the day after.
And I just want to be able to say out loud that being able to jump on this co-working call every day outside of holidays, of course, from 12 to 1 Eastern is just so incredibly helpful, to be in this group and to meet new people and to reconnect with some of our regulars has really made my life fulfilling because this is a lonely place to be as a speaker and an entrepreneur. So for those of you looking into this, I really feel like this is one of the best parts of Speaker Hub. So we're kind of a family here. So thank you, Angela, for making it dynamic to be able to ask questions, every single day and to improve the program just because we asked for it. And then to continuously change Speaker Hub. It's not just static either. Like every 2-3 times a week, there's like new systems and programs and processes. And so that's why I'm a lifetime member, because it's not flat, it's always changing. And I want to be at the precipice of change here at Speaker Hub.
Thank you, Yvette. We appreciate your kind words and your commitment to us because we're here for you as well. And yes, if y'all could see the list of what's coming, it's a lot, but we're super excited about it. Very excited. All right, everyone. We are in overtime. It's what we like to call any time past noon. Well, 1 Eastern. We love sports here, so tons of sports analogies. So we're officially in overtime. If there's anything else you need, let me know. If not, we can hop off and we'll see you tomorrow. Thomasina, come back tomorrow. Crystal, please come back tomorrow. Y'all have to meet Ron. He's dynamic and you'll learn a lot.
Okay, thank you. It was lovely to meet everybody. Thank you so much for your
Lovely to
support.
meet
I
you as
really
well.
appreciate it.
Thanks,
Take care.
everyone.
Bye.
Have a great day.